With the governor announcing what's required for Oregon to begin reopening back up for business, well, counties are working to see if they meet the criteria and preparing to apply for reopening.
Yeah, and here is a look at the counties with applications that are under review so far. They are Deschutes, Grant, Jackson, Lynn, and Wallowa. Fox 12's Simon Gutierrez is live in Northeast Portland with where local counties are on that spectrum right now. And I know you've talked to a lot of different county leaders. What's happening tonight?
Pete, it's a different situation for each individual county. Those with the fewest cases of COVID-19 and the fewest people are likely to open first. But at least one county with a large population figures to be among them. With a population close to 100,000 and a major university within its boundaries, Benton County hopes to be one of the first in Oregon to enter phase 1 of the governor's plan to reopen.
We are working diligently to finalize it. At this point, my understanding is that we have 6 of the 7 components completed for our application, and today we are nailing down that 7th component.
Among the governor's requirements to reopen, counties have to show they can test 30 out of every 10,000 people per week. They also need to show a decline in COVID-19 hospitalizations or have 5 or fewer cases and be able to conduct effective contact tracing. For Multnomah County, that last part is proving to be a challenge.
The contact tracing is a big lift. On paper, if you do the math for the governor's requirements, it ends up being over 100 staff for Multnomah County alone. That's 2 orders of magnitude more than we use during a typical normal time.
The county's top health officer says it's still several weeks away from meeting the governor's criteria.
And with the most people and the most hospitals here, it is a lot to balance in terms of our health systems, personal protective equipment, getting testing to where it needs to be.
Washington County finds itself in a similar situation with a large population and health care system, but does have a target date to begin phase 1.
We believe we'll be ready by early to mid-June, but that is a challenge. We're basically doubling the size of our public health workforce.
And a couple of counties we haven't mentioned yet. Clackamas County says it will also be a couple of weeks before it will be able to meet the governor's criteria. On the coast, Lincoln County says that it's not sure it will meet the governor's criteria for reopening, but the county leaders plan to potentially apply to reopen early next week. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.